Hello everyone. Today I'm going to solve this later combination of four numbers. Let's talk about this. First, they gave in the input is a string of actually it's number, but it's here you can see it's containing the digit from 2 to 9, but it's a string. Okay. Now what they want if you use the keyboard phone, then you know that to click to type any messages you have to click numbers two have 1 2 3 sorry, two have ABC and three have DEF, and as you can see here they given a string contains integers, and they want what is the possible what's the possible thing in words or words we can type with that number. Okay, let's first take this is the first example. Okay, let me show you. They given here 23. Now to have sorry to have a comma b comma c. Okay, and three have I can't notice this, sorry. And three have d comma e comma f. Okay, now as you can see here, a d the possible solution possible words can make from these two numbers, sorry, two button actually. If you think about that in this perspective, then you can imagine you can type a b a e a f and b d b e b f and c d c e c f. Okay, now what they want to print means return the possible solution of that. Okay, you can see here return the answer in any order. Okay, that's the main thing. Let's talk about this. This doesn't have anything, that's why it's the our return is a empty array. And you can see here if two with clicking 2 we have to access three letters. Okay, a b c, that's all. Now we have to convert it. I hope everyone understands this, and we have to convert this into a code. Okay, let's I don't think this. Okay, let's first, if they want a here you can see they want a string, sorry, array. The return things is array. Okay, then first we have to take an a resultant array. Okay, let's take that first. Okay, answer is equal to 0, sorry, empty array. Now we have to create a object where from we can take, sorry, you can see here from where we have to take 2 access the ABC, 3 access the D, 4 G, H, I. We have to take that object. Okay, let me take that object. Okay, you can see here the objects here. Okay, two have the, sorry, let me take this. Two have ABC and 3 have DA, 4 have CHI, and so on. Okay, now we have to what gives us that possible answers. Okay, we have to use a function. I have to take a function. Okay. Function. In function, we have 5 parameters. Because if you want the actual answer, then you have to take the and this answer. Because otherwise, where the result will come? Okay. This resultant array, you have to take resultant array. What function called? Function let answer. Okay, now we have to take that first take the answer. Okay, and then take the object. Okay, and then take that let me do what is the digit. Okay, because otherwise it's not possible to get that answer. Okay, we have to take that digit, sorry. Okay, now the main two things, otherwise you will if you don't take these two things, it will not possible to give you back the answer. Okay, now sorry guys. We have to take that in this case we don't have any numbers here. Okay, now what is the output of this? 0. Okay, let's call this index is equal to 0. Okay, now index is equal to 0. Now if you imagine that we need something, you can see here the main approach is we have to call this function, then in this function we have to again call the this function. Okay, uh, we have to again call this function. I don't know how to copy this, sorry. We have to again call this function because we have to get all of the possible integers, that's they want here. Okay, let me okay, what let's see. Now we have to take at empty string what gives us, let me show you. If we have two, here, okay, then if this is empty, until this is empty, it will return nothings. Okay, if here is 2, then it will return the possible, here you can see the possible letters with that. Okay, you can understand that. Now you can see here, let me take this index also. But primarily I missed. Let me write it again. Where is it? Now you can see here answer. First take that answer, comma, or we need that object. Okay, comma. We have to take that digit. You can see here the digit, that main things. Digits, and we have to take that index and that path, or you can see here path is equal to empty string. Okay. Path. Now we have to call this, and let me return here because this is the main function, and we have to call this outside this function. Okay. Return. We have to return this answer, and this function will give us that. Okay, just return the answer. Now we will drop this out. Now the main things come, the function part. Okay. Now we have to call this answer. Okay. Now first let me call this function answer, comma, we need that object. Let me copy this, copy paste, and index and path. Okay. Now the main things come here. What we have to, when we have to return, if the index, I don't know what's happening. Index is equal to digit of length. Okay, then we have to return. Let me show you. Length. Then we have to return. But what we have to return? That's also the main thing. Now let me tell you. And now you can see here how I am telling this, what we have to return. As you can see here the second example, the digit is equal to empty string. Now then we are returning the array. Okay, then in that scenario we have to return the path answer dot push the path. That's not everything, guys. Now we have to check another condition, the main thing, the for off loop. You know about for off loop. The for off loop meaning very important. For in loop for object, and for loop actually access the all of the element in the string. Okay. Now you are drawing, you will talk about no, you can access with the for normal for loop. I can, but that's not the proper way. This is the clean, that's why I'm using for off loop. Okay. Now let me write for now late and off. Now what things we have to take, that's the main thing. I'm taking every time, that's the main thing, but yes, it is the main thing what we have to take. Now in this in this line I'm stuck two times, that's why I'm giving you time to think about we have to return what we have to return. Okay, let me tell you, we have to return, sorry, we have to take this one as a anything what you want, because this is the variable, there is nothing that much. Okay, let me tell you sentence letter L. Okay, and here we have to take the object of digit. Yes. Now I am, yes, we have to take that object of digit, but there is one there is one more thing, we have to take object of digit of index, because we have to access the first index. Here you can see. Okay, first we have to access these three letters A B C, then we have to access the D E F. Okay, now how is possible? Let me take that. Sorry, where oh, this is the letter. Digit spell. Okay, ignore the spell. Digit of we have to take digit of index, because otherwise it's impossible to take that this one. Sorry, this A B C. Okay, now this will access this gives us what this one sorry, object of digit of index. What this will return, digit of index. Here you can see the sorry, yes, here is maybe, here you can see the index is 0. Okay, the index is 0. In the first we didn't call that and this again. Okay, in first we are checking the index is equal to 0, digit dot length, yes, digit dot length is equal to digit dot length, then push the path, and that's all. Okay, sorry, not that's all, we have to read. Okay, now you can see here we have to write one more thing. We have to return here, return answer. Okay, now sorry, we are talking about this part, right? We are talking about this part, and this is return, this will return the first thing. You can see here the index is 0 and the digit the index is 0, and the digit what is the digit? Here is the digit 23. Okay, now the digit of index, this one 2, the digit of index 2, the object of 2 return this A B C. Okay, the main I'm talking about this here you can understand the whole portion. Okay, you can see here the ABC, it will take this 2 object array, and this for of loop may this for of loop return, sorry, take this this one, sorry, okay, this two object of two, and the letter will be A, B, C. Okay, you know about, if you don't know about for loop, I will make one more video in that. Okay. Now here you can see the main part. It will return first case. Okay. It will return the object of A, B, C. Okay. This will return, and this letter will loop over ABC. That's all. Now we have to again call that. We didn't close that. Let me close it. Now you can see here we have to call this again, this answer again. Okay, let me see right here. You can see we have to call this answer again, but there is some changes. What will it will change? It will change that index and this path. Okay, what will that? And then if we change the path, with L, sorry, letter, and we update that index plus plus. Index plus 1. They will both are same, but this is the main things you will understand with this part. That's why I'm taking this plus 1. Okay, now if you were saying this second part here, if you were saying 3, then it will return, it will give this again, but here the answer will not, here answer will empty, but it will push. Now what is the length of the digit? What's the length of the digit? Now this is returning the second part. Okay, sorry, first index, sorry, first function came here to there, and the second function we are calling here again. Okay, okay. Now you can see here the index is the answer array is still empty. The object is this object, this digit is this digit, still this digit, and this index is 1, and this path is here you can see this path is A, B, C. Okay, mainly A. Okay, first we are talking about the A. Okay, now if here it will come if index is equal to digit dot length, is index is equal to digit dot length, index is equal to 1 and digit dot length is equal to 2. This is not true. That's why it go to the this part for of loop. Then what is the this will return? This will return. This will in second time this will return this B, sorry, E, comma, F. Okay, this will return second time, this will return D, E, F. Now again this answer will go here with the path letter, path plus letter. Before the path is A and the B, because this is the for of loop, A, and before the path is A, and here is the path is A. I'm talking about the second function. I hope you can understand. And the second in third calling time, this is the 1, this is the 1, and this is the 2. And again in third time when I'm calling this, in third time when I'm calling this, the path is A, B, and here you can see A, D or A, E or A, F, because this is the for loop. This will access every single element from that array or string. Okay. Now you can see here that this part, this path letter part, this is upgraded. Okay, this is one for first loop. This is returning A, B, C. The for loop going on A, B, C, and the second time it will going to D, E, F. And then when the second this is the third function returning. When this third function returning, the path letter will be A, B, and or A, C, and not A, C, A, D or A, E or A, F. Okay, now exact same when the first for of loop returning sorry give later when the first for loop return is b, then it will return bd be bf. Okay, now we are in the third function. We're updating that index again. The index is now 2 and digit dot length is equal to 2. Okay, now what it will return, it will return the path, the third function part. When the this that right I'm sorry this is true, this true, then in that position it will this is return this path. Okay, now it will return the answer, sorry it's push the answer. Here is the answer. It first push the first for loop, the first push a d. Okay, then here you can see we are updating the path here, because the for of loop access every time this part, sorry updating later every time. Okay, ae then af, sorry f, that's how so on, and this is the main thing. Now here you can see one more thing is no I'm not talk about one more thing. The when I'm talking about this, in this 2 if this example 2, if we are following this this pattern, this will return the yeah, this will return array of empty string, cause in first time we are when we are calling this in first function, here you can see in first function when we are calling is the path is empty string. In that case the digit dot length is equal to 0, index is equal to 0, but path is empty string. Okay, for that condition you have to call here. Okay, if the digit sorry digit sorry yes, digits dot length is equal to 0, then what will return? Return empty array, return answer, return empty array, or if you can take this answer before this this if condition, then you can return answer also. Okay, now let me return. Yes, that's the whole thing. If let me write the whole thing incorrect. No, that's the code of conduct. That's why I'm not writing the whole code in proper way. You have to understand first this sorry in this topic. Sorry. Okay, focus. You have to understand in the here in this diagram, and you have to take this into code. Okay, in your language, what you prefer, Python, C++, or JavaScript, or Java. And that's all for today. We will meet tomorrow or the after tomorrow.